It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
I still remember back in 2013 when he was drafted out of West Virginia. He was coming off of back-to-back 4,000-yard seasons for the Mountaineers. Hadn't seen as much game time in recent years, but at one point, a capable starter in the NFL.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. And incomplete to open things up.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Steps away to his left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early and very early on here? We're seeing a defense is showing they're going to continue to bring pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. The Seahawks will call it on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. And he goes out right around the 39. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some good acceleration as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. After the interception, here's Jackson. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Rakiasin. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 47 yards for J.K. Dobbins. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now they're a little further behind the 8 ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Here's Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Off of play action, here's Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Seahawks 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. His throw incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
caught. Left side, it's Baker. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Jackson's going to keep it. Wiggles. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Gino on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Gino. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Smith on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Smith now to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play action. It's Smith. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Good work there. You're going to see on play action, they run an out route with the receiver on the outside and let the tight end work the seam in the area beyond him. A great concept, and it leads to a first down.
On first down, it's Smith. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. Here's Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. From the gun, here's Smith. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down and 6 now. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They need 2. Here's third down. Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Marcus Williams getting the sack from the secondary.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face. Now let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Geno down to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's fielded at the 45. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he fends him off. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action with Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Jordan Stout now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The return is Duvernay. This taken in right around the goal line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
3rd and 9 here. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Smith. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Geno. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. To throw is Smith. A quick throw there. It is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 39. Myers' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Jackson now. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And out now come the Seahawks. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Throwing now is Geno. And that's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Smith now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They may be snapping from near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Jackson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. 112 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
But sometimes, Brent, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They go play action now. Jackson to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg. Toward the pylon, caught. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. So Geno and the Seahawks down 27-24, just under 2 minutes to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6 coming up. Smith to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Here's 1st down. Smith's going to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this one is right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. Lockett the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. No.
Yeah, this is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Now Geno on 1st down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a 1st down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And Smith, and this throw finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath. And boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And now hold everything. This one perhaps not over yet. The officials will take a look at this just to be certain. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stays.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Myers for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first throw here in overtime. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to them. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. 4th down there going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he puts it through. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off for the Ravens touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Geno. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did. for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And Walker once more. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This to win it in overtime. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.